contest here, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it interesting how many different ways you can say no? If you're a parent, you probably have it down to a fine art. But what happens when you forget to say no? Well, if somebody had offered me the opportunity to compete in a singing contest where you had to be male, over the age of 55, and have grandchildren, it's not hard to imagine what my response to that would have been. But I was offered that. I'd gone for a walk in my local shopping centre in Perth, great big shopping centre, and there was two blokes down here putting together a display, and being a sticky nose, I went down to have a look to see what they were doing. As I got there, a chap by the name of John turned out to be. He said, hey, have a look at that. Do you know any of those songs? And I said, Wonderful World. I know that one. And he said, interestingly enough, I've got that on music and on my screen. So he puts it on the screen and he starts the music playing and he said, have a go at that. So I had a look around and nobody seemed to notice. So I got down really close and I sort of listened to the words and sang around. And when I was done, he said, oh, not bad. You'd go straight through the fine. And he said, so, what do you think? Would you have a go? And I said, but why did I hesitate? It was obvious, wasn't it? I only do things I can check them out and be serious about it. But I hesitated, and the reason, her name was Madeline. Now, Madeline was a lady who was having a close look at around 60 years of age, I should think. And 4 days before I'd gone to my Toastmasters meeting there in Perth, and Madeline was doing her number 10 speech in a manual, which was inspire your audience and leave them with a message. Well, she talked about her son, who was a triathlete. Great story. Don't remember a thing about it. But her conclusion, she said, Toastmasters, when faced with the possibility of doing something different that you've never done before, I urge you to dare to say yes. And when John put that question to me, those words came up in bold print, imprinted on my heart, and as a result I said, oh, maybe. But not to be deterred. He asked again, he said, so, well, will you have a go? Well, they were starting to build. And I said, oh, okay. Yeah. Great. All you need to do is get 4 songs. 4 songs. Well, I found 4 songs, and I found the backing music for them, and I practiced and practiced and practiced. Any time I was in the house by myself, the family had to be gone. And I only sang very low because I didn't want the neighbours to have any clue as to what I was doing. Well, it came the big night. It was a Thursday night. Hundreds of people in this shopping centre moving about. And I came out for my first song. I had a microphone. And I was as charismatic as a coloured kebab. And on 3 occasions I moved my arm. Just to show I was completely involved. Look, it wasn't very good. But in the small seated area amongst the sparse number of people who were there was my wife and my 2 girls. And I knew that they were proud of me. Because I'd gone and done something that they'd never suspected that I would before. And ever since that happened, there's been numerous occasions where I've said yes. And the result every time has been an experience that is added that I can put in my book, which I call my book of my life. And down the back somewhere in the index it will be, participated in a singing contest. Tick, another one done. But you see, there's people in this room who understand, who know what happens when you go out and you do something different. And all of a sudden the people who you know that you love, who you respect, you understand that they hold you in a higher regard than they did before. Now, one of the things that all of us must answer, I believe, at the end of our time, is to look back at what it is that we did and what it was that we achieved. And I can guarantee you one thing, you won't be all that proud of all the times you said no. But the times you said yes, they'll stand out because they'll be part of your book. The one that down the back, you go, yes, did that, and many, many more. But all here tonight, at some point, had an opportunity to do something different that you'd never done before. And in a moment of time, the potential for you was to not know, but instead to dare to say yes, which is why you're a Toastmaster. And so, Toastmasters, in your future, when there's an opportunity for you to do something different that you've never done before, then I urge you to once again dare to say yes. Mr. Contest.